So, proceed ta sa chapter 3. So, the documents. Ang next ang next mag-report, sunod, chapter 4, mag-prepare ka. Karo ka chapter 4, di ba? Chapter 5, ikaw to? Sorry, chapter 5. Ikaw chapter 5, ikaw chapter 6. So, mag-prefer ta next meet, pagka next na tong group study para mag-discuss na to siya, mag-recap ta sa atong mga ipang discuss. So, karon sa chapter 3, all about documents, objectives, define documents and question documents, enumerate the classification of documents, and discuss the proper care and handling of question documents. So, kung namin yung mga additional, pwede naman mag-add na mga idea. So, the variety of evidence that challenge forensic scientists include footprints, fingerprints, drugs, bullets, guns, blood, dead bodies, and even semen, saliva, and bite marks. These are what come to mind when the public thinks of forensic science. But there are also non-violent but very subtle tools of crime that do not bruise, but batter or shoot, but can steal your money or threaten your security, unlike a gun or a knife can. These are documents, pieces of paper that can be venomous and destroy anyone's business or family relationships. They can be hold up, extortion or ransom notes, fake, burned or altered business records, bogus checks or counterfeit bills, letters from a psychopathic stalker, or important documents that require proof of genuineness like wills, contracts, deed of sale, charge slips, lotteries, tickets, insurance forms, or medical records. So this explains that forensic science sa una is, ato lang nahinunan sa forensic science ka ng mga footprint, mga fingerprints, mga blood, kinahanglan siya need of forensic examination. So, ano mga forensic science, mga scientific application to, mga scientific methods. So, sa forensic science, na-include diri ang documents. So, sa atong mahibaw-an is na-include diri ang documents, which nga kanang mga importante jud siya tungod kay ang documents is magamit siya to kuan gyapon kanang as evidence gyapon if that one is question documents. Kaya importante gyapon ang mga documents labi na kay if gina-forge ang documents. So, na chance nga kanang kuan. So, di ba sa example dire mga business records. So, di ba business records dito iya. So, pero iya man ang nakabutang dito iya gi-forge. O, di ba? Pahihata ka sa documents. So, what are documents? A convenient definition of a document is a mere sheet of paper bearing handwriting or computer-generated text. In its fullest meaning, a document is any material that contains marks, bike-bike na rin na sa ato, no? Symbols or signs, either visible, partially visible, or invisible, that may ultimately convey a meaning or a message to someone. So, basta kay, di ba ato na ibawaan sa kuan lang is kanang message, convey message or meaning to someone, kay basta kay kanang mga words or kuan nga na. So, in general, is document na siya, document. Document, basta matawag siya document, basta kay nag-convey siya og message. Dili lang ko'y handwritten, dili lang kung kuan. Basta kay kanang, for example, kanang nga picture, animal sa siya, nag-convey na siya og kuan. Nga na. So, matawag na siya og document. So, basta gi-example ni Ma'am. Sa atong nadumduman. Then, the information contained in a document may be superficial. What is conveyed when a document is expressed in writing, typewriting, or printing, a combination of any of this. The information may also contain evidence regarding information about the identity of the writer, the source of the typewriting of printing, the presence of the traces of erased entries, and many other factors that can be discovered by a document examiner. The significance of such discoveries can be of interest of investigating police officers or the court, such as when the document in question is not what it seems or carries or decisive form. So, mato siya ang document na mga ipang gamit sa mga kan. So, what are question documents? So, di ba nakuha po natungin ang katong forensic question document examination. So, a question document is one where the source or authenticity of a material is disputed. So, when it's disputed, kiba na ay kanang arguments sa isa ka document. Tawag siya o question document. Albert Osborne, the father of question document examination, explains that, so remember, the father of question document examination, si Albert Osborne. So, na-explain siya that a document is usually questioned because its origin, contents, or the circumstances and story regarding its production arouse serious suspicion as to its genuineness, or it may be adversely scrutinized simply because it displeases someone by its unexpected provision, and a careful examination and may show conclusively that the document belongs in the genuine document class. So, ang document ko, no, is usually questioned tungod sa iyang originality, identity, o authenticity sa iyang content sub. Kaya di ba, ma-question document naman siya tungod sa iyang content nga pang-alter, ipang substitute, dahil dugangan, nga na gani. So, ma-question ang document yun, ma-question nga na nga way. So, great numbers of question document cases during Osborne's time began and ended in a lawyer's office where the troubled client would bring the problem. The document would have been investigated, technical advice would have been obtained, and the injury would have ended. The question document is not always taken into court as a disputed document. Not much has changed to this day, except the question documents can now be conveniently brought to the Penn Crime Laboratory at the headquarters of Crame or in any police district nationwide and be endorsed by investigating the crime laboratory. These crime laboratories provide service through the expertise of forensic document examiners and the other forensic scientists, such as medical doctors, chemists, biologists, and criminologists. So, question documents, daghan na ang nag-examine mga forensic document examiners. Nasa? Mga forensic document examiners. So, magdito mga crime laboratories para sa pag-examine sa mga question documents. From checks and lottery tickets to wills and ransom notes, documents feature in a variety of crimes including forgery, counterfeiting, fraud, theft, and homicide. So, sabi naman, di ba? Question document examiners can do more than compare handwriting and signatures. So, dili lang sila nag-focus sa handwriting comparing and signatures comparing. They can examine the paper, ink, and the machine that produced the document. So, gina-examine po nila ang mga paper, ink, and the machine nga nag-produce og document if kana ba nga kung is authenticity of its document kaning gawas. Using special techniques, they may be able to determine if the document has been altered by obliteration or erasure and even recover some of the original information. And in doing so, they must heed Osborne advice of promptly, thoroughly, and conscientiously examining the
Question document.
question document, keeping in mind that he is the representative of justice and should fully appreciate the responsibility of his position. So, understandable naman siya, di ba? If makuha na to. Nature and classification of documents. So, question documents have a variety of classes, including those that are handwritten, typewritten, copied, or the xerography, or computer printed. Those with erasures, obliterations, additions, or indented writings, shared documents, and ink exams, or those that involve comparisons, dating, paper, and pencil. For distribution purposes, documents are classified in the following categories. So, natay three classification of documents. We have the general documents receiving full circulation. This classification is used on basic documents and final meeting records, including agendas, studies and reports, communication from governments, resolution, and other decision or concerns. General na siya. General documents na siya. Next is limited. Diba ang general documents is kanang para sa tanan galing siya ka documents. So tanan siya maka-avail or maka-receive na information ba nga documents.
Saan na may mga example na?
For example, mga written exams or kanang naka-exam galing ako. So para siya sa tanan ba, adi ko sabihin sa tanan para sa students naman no.
Ang by data siguro.
May nga na siguro, mga
Tara mo siya na kung ikaw mga apply.
Sa mga government to, communication from governments, diba dapat tanan maka-access. Limited, documents for which widespread is unnecessary because of the temporary nature of the documents, such as draft resolution, amendments, draft reports, and other action documents. Assemble some technical documents which are issued of delegates are issued limited documents na siya, kibali limited lang ang maka-access siya. Okay, for example, kibali temporary na siya mga diya sa imo kibali i-review sa imo na ikaw sa ang maka-access mo sa siya ikuan before siya i-generalize yan na yan. So ang restricted kasabot man sa word na restricted, di ba? No one can access, bawal siya, restrict siya nga makuan. Applies exclusively to documents whose content requires that they be treated as confidential or that they be withheld from public circulation. So confidential documents na dapat ikaw ra o kitay duha mo dapat kamuro jud na mga documents ang makabayo. Confidential man siya.
Confidential.
Mga documents. Restricted siya ang mga documents. So proper care and handling of question documents. So natin mga do and don'ts na mga proper care of handling documents. Mga value on how to value a question documents na siya. The improper or careless handling of disputed documents can compromise the forensic examination. So, direta sa mga don't and do of mga
Ang don't,
on how to value a question document or how to proper care and handling. So, don't use staples, pins, or clips. So, samtama na, dili na siya, dapat dili ka magamit. So, don't make perforations. O sa may perforations? Search down may perforations. Dapat i-maintain ang integrity ha, ang honest dapat ka sa isa ka evidence.
Pagbutas,
Oo.
pagbuslot ba?
Oo. Perforation, busot-busot ni mga imo siyang kuan na diya kay imo butangan og kuan niya.
Sige mo ibusotan ba ka na murag
Oo.
ibutangan nimo ba? Padi mo na muhaya.
Dapat honesty kita sa isa ka document kung unsa ni pag-properhan na dapat kung unsa na sa mao lang pud sa ang kuan. So, don't create new folds. So, di dapat kung unsa na sa dapat hindi mo siya pinuon na kuan. Don't write on or otherwise mark the documents. If labeling and initialing it is necessary, then make identification marks in blank spaces. So, sabtan man na, don't write on the evidence envelope if it contains the documents. Don't touch the document with a pencil, pen, or other pointed so kitay kani. Di mo siya money document, di mo siya ana mga damages. So, di ba na siya naka-contain na siya another kuan. Kana unsay tawag ka ng point, di ba? Diacritics, ayan na, di ba? Marag makuha na po siya, ma-question na po siya, asa man na siya diha, di ba? So, don't glue the pieces of a torn or fragmented document onto a background. Submit them as is in a sealed evidence package. Kung unsa, di ba, kung naka-sealed siya, kung unsa na siya ning kuan, bawala sabi mo ang i-submit dito as a kuan. Dapat dili na siya ma-change, dili siya ma-ukab, dili siya ma-unsealed na kuan. Don't make erasures. It's importante siya. Don't make any tracings. Don't cut or tear a document. Also, do not attempt to repair a cut. Don't underscore, highlight, or circle words. Don't carry disputed documents closely in packets. Don't allow other people to handle or tamper with question writings. Don't allow the suspect to handle or see the disputed document. Don't allow anyone other than a properly trained forensic scientist to make chemical or other tests. So, masabtan man, di ba, ang mga don'ts na one. Mga do. Do use envelopes for storage at transportation para safety ang imong mga question documents. Do photocopy, photograph, or scan the documents as required. Kung required lang ho, the process will not damage them in any way. Do not use the auto-feed option on a photocopier. Ano yung auto-feed? Kanang
Yung type ng sulong sa kuha, galing mga...
pag-xerox. Do protect documents pag excessive heat, light, or dampness. Kaya di ba, og initan kaayo ang kuan. Ang document siya
mga kuhan.
Mga iris, ano nga, mga...
Do prepare a complete history of each document showing date, place, and from whom it was obtained. Do handle documents as little as possible. And do remember, the document evidence must be examined first before it is subjected to additional forensic examination. Be sure to state on the evidence package or in the request to the examiner that additional forensic testing is desired. So, kung unsa jud ang mga gipangkuan dito nga mga bi-examine nga mga kuan, dapat nakabutang na siya sa document nga imong i-note dito aba kay para at least aware sila nga nakagi addition nito nga examination. So, standards of comparison. So, another words for standard, those standard documents kibali mga authentic jud na sila, mga authentic ilang identity, ilang origin, and kuan. Standard jud siya. Balay known siya as kuan. Standard or exemplars, legally admissible, authentic samples of handwriting used for comparison with question writing to determine the authenticity or sufficiency of the question writing. They are also called known samples. When you say known samples, mga standard documents na siya. Mga exemplar samples or example documents, standard documents na siya. Their genuineness must be clear and undisputed. So there are two types of standards documents, which are the collected standards and requested standards. Sa giyon ni ma'am, di ba? Ang collected is katong ikaw mismo ang nag-collect. Nag-collect ka nga. Ikaw, paano dili ka na yan? Did I requested na ikaw mismo mag-request sa iya. Ang collected is kusa yun yan mga gihatag sa mga kuan ba. Gi-collect ra kanimo. Ang requested is nag-request jud ka sa isa ka tawo nga. Hala, kuan na diri ay nga. Write down og kuan. Diba? Nag-request jud ka sa iya ba? Documents produced written in a normal and day of course of the business and known to be genuine may include bank records, letters, legal forms. So nag-collect kag mga bank records, mga letters. Requested samples that the subject is requested to give in order. Na give in order. So, samples na siya sa isa ka, for example, suspect. So, iya ka na nga, nag-request ka sa iyang samples. Naa ka mismo, kamo mismo nag-adto ba nga, nag-request ka, pwede ba kung makakuha niyo? Pero wa ka nag-state nga, kuan jud siya ang suspect yung nga. Yung request na ka sa iya og kuan ba? Standard nga written kasi. So, imo din siya i-compare sa kuan. There must be no doubt about the authenticity of the standards. The document examiners needs to be able to rely on the standards, and the standards may need to be accepted as evidence in the court. So, standard jud ang gina-accept sa evidence in the court. So, nganong i-accept pa na question, di ba? Question gani. So, standard is mo jud ang tinuod nga document. So, mo jud ang kanang acceptable sa court. Document examiners should automatically ask for original documents if they are not provided. In most cases, original documents are the best evidence, both for question and standard documents. If the original is not available, an early generation photocopy or the photograph of the original can be sufficient for examination. Within the bounds of reason, there cannot be too many standards. Every handwriting shows natural variation. In any case, where varying letter forms in the issue, the examiners does not see enough standard writing, he might not have the information needed to form a good opinion. The best standard are those the most closely monitor the descriptive circumstances, materials, and content of the question document. So, muna siya, nag-focus na siya sa standards of comparison. Na dapat, once nga na ay mga question documents, dapat na-adjud ang known samples. When we say known samples, again, mga standard documents na siya or exemplar documents. Nga, i-compare nimo sa question documents.
Gusto rin ato madumduan sa collective standards kibali nga kanang simple ra ba kanang example ba nga simple.
Nandre, mga bank records or letters, legal forms. Bali, nag-collect ka ng mga documents. For example, nagkuan ka nga.
Kanang sarang kanang magpalit bitaw ka tapos na resibo ka na. Collected
Oh,
na.
collected na siya.
Collected na, no?
Oo, collected.
Ang
Ang requested, ay ikaw yung mismo nagpakuan nga.
Kaya ba ang
Pwede ko
requested example
magpakuan.
rin kung magkuha ka og in its own mo request magana no, di ba?
Pwede.
Mag-request magana di ba kay mag-auto magana sa kuan dos adisen nila ihatag di ba? Muna na.
Pero makuan
Example.
gyapon siya, magdepende gyapon sa situation siya nga kuan. Mga magdepende sa mga cases.
Okay.
Next, in summary, the following are the do's and don't for collecting standards. Do obtain sufficient handwriting exemplars of at least handwriting at least 20 to 25 signatures.
Or 4 to 5 pages
Siya.
ano nila.
Or 4 to 5 pages of handwriting or handprinting. Not a direct. So don't rely on two-letter
Di ba
writing.
question
Make
man sa
sure you
quiz,
have
di ba?
enough to identify
Question
them.
man sa quiz mo.
So don't rely two-letter writing. So dapat dili ka mag-rely lamang sa kanang gamay ra nga mga samples. Dapat as much as possible, at least 20 or 25 nga mga samples of signatures. Do collect examples of handprinting with handprinting, ink signatures with ink signatures, lined paper with lined paper, same size with same size. Mga samples na siya ha. Don't rely exclusively on writing that differs significantly from question documents. So dili ka mag-rely sa mga exclusive lang, gagmay lang mga kuan ba? Mga writings nga nag-difference lang sa question writing. Dapat magkuan pa ka broad pa daw yung imong kuan nga. Mag-examine jud kag daghan. Do collect standards dated and approximately the same time as the question writing. So do collect standard dated. So dapat timely siya nga standard gani. Timely di kay dugay na siya history na to nga document pas karon pagikuan. Karon pag-examine. So don't rely on documents recently written if the comparison question that were written many years ago na. Dili jud ka mag-rely pag-compare sa mga question document standard if that standard is kanang sa una pa tapos i-compare nimo sa karon nga question document. So dapat timely jud ka kung unsa ang kuan karon nga standard documents. Don't collect documents that duplicate the writing environment. Checks with contracts with contracts. Don't compare writing written under abnormal conditions such as intoxication with normal writing. So, si basa atong ikuan katong parehapon sa atong same na to sa lie detection techniques ni sir di ba pag intoxication dito nga if mag-examine or magkuan ka sa isang ka suspect nimo dapat kung intoxication siya nga time nga nakuan na commit to dapat pag mo siyang interviewon during po sa iyang intoxications nakainom sab siya di ba sa same sab diri ibali pag ang imong writing nagpasuyat ka sa isa ka hubog tapos ang imong ikuan is natural writing niya so di jud magkapareha Kay kuan. Unless kung hubog to siya nagkuan atong standard documents tapos imo siya gipa-auto pagsulat nga hubog siya, at least ma-compare niyo siya sa standard
So,
documents.
represent pa yun nun, anay.
Diba? Kay ug mo siyang i-compare.
Fundador.
Oo. So, mato, those covers the topic in chapter 3 about the documents. So, nag-focus lang siya kung sa ang documents, unsa ang mga
Requested,
question documents, o mga classification of documents, proper handling of documents, o saan pa nimo pagkuan sa standard, what are the types of standard documents, those are the collected or the requested standards, and unsa pod ang katong mga do's and don'ts of collecting of standard. So focus is just sa mga documents ang chapter 3. So for further further explanation nato diri sa chapter 4 mag next meeting nato mag-discuss nato sa forgery. Ikaw na hayayo. Sa forgery tapos chapter 5 ikaw naman to sa chapter 6 ka. So mo lang to. This end our topic the chapter 3 about documents. So na may mga clarifications. Pasabtan na subsidya no ang kuan or mas kana balik ko na ni familiar sa nato. Or basin sunod, di ba pag mga malapit natin bahay ka sa kita. Ug natay mga kuan diri kasi natay nasaya ba pag-discuss ba. Takakuan din na at least ma-clarify nato sa next natong kuan. Next natong meeting yung mga discussion. So malang to. Thank you.